Yeah, yeah. HTM's on the track. Don't piss me off, it's the morning show. Kyle with the facts, back with the jokes. Tukay run the mic, got the whole chat live. DPMO every day, that's the morning vibe. Don't piss me off, let her know the name. We wake the streets up, we don't play no games. Sunrise chalk with the real street. Hot, keep it Sally speak honestly. Black cut jokes, keep it light, keep it fast. Tukay host the show, turn on Mr. Class. From messy crime up to lessons for life. Hot toppings early with the coffee and mics. Chat going crazy, phones light up the line. DPMO crew, take a tone every time. Don't piss me off, it's the morning show. High with the flights, black with the jokes. Tukay run the mic, got the whole chat live. DPMO every day, that's the morning vibe. Don't piss me off, let her know the name. We wait the streets up, you don't play no game.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? My mic is muted. I'm sorry. How y'all doing this evening? Welcome to the episode of Night Cabin with Kai. I'm your host, Kai Kim, and this is where we pour up, we speak up, and we keep it real with no filters. At this after hour spot, this is where we keep the conversations going, the conversations flowing, and we say everything that we don't get to say on the morning show. So y'all come in, and let me not be rude, and let me say good evening to everyone. Good evening, Spaces. I see you in the building. Good evening, Suave. See you in the building. Hey, Daisy Pooh. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, Saucy Renee. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Miss Sonia. How are you doing? You guys come on in. We got some things to talk about. I am not drinking tonight. I have had a long day. Good evening, Jay Jones. I have had a long day today. So I'm not drinking today. This is a little southern sweet tea, honey. So good evening, y'all. So we got a few things to talk about today, y'all. Come on, letting some other people get on up in here. All right, let's see. I'm gonna give the class a few more minutes to get on up in here, and then we'll start. Give me 1 second, y'all. Look, facts. You either gonna drink it or you gonna bathe in it. Good evening, Miss Naomi. How are you? Hope you had a great day. Y'all, please let me know if I'm lagging because we might have to restart this stream. Y'all let me know what's going on. Because the servers be nervous sometimes. Sometimes it be nervous. All right. Y'all give me 1 more second and then we'll get started. Mm-mm. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. I was a little late to the morning show this morning. I had to take my sister to the emergency room. She's been having some issues for the past week. So I had to take her to the emergency room or whatnot. Hey, Miss Rivera, how are you? How are you? Hey, Court, thank you for joining. But yeah, so I was a little late this morning, so apologize for my tardiness. I try to be on time if I can. But yeah, I had to take her to the emergency room, go get her checked out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of you guys have kids or not. I don't have kids per se for myself, but I do have a sister that's 14 and she's like my child. So anytime my mom can't, do anything, our sister has to step in. So I was definitely a parent, signing paperwork, telling the doctor she ain't got no allergies, doing all that stuff. But on the other end, I knew wasn't nothing wrong with her. I tried to tell my mama, wasn't nothing wrong with that girl. That girl fine. She just wanted to miss another day of school. But it was all good. They actually did find something was wrong with her. But do y'all ever have that like question in your mind about your kids? Like, is she really faking or is he just trying to miss school? Like, do y'all ever have that type of like a little side eye? A little side eye, like, ain't nothing wrong with you and I'm going out here making doctor bills. Like, do y'all ever have that problem? Thank you, Corey. She is definitely feeling a little bit better. Sasa, you can have her child. I think I got enough of having a sister. Okay, that's all right. They always be faking. Yeah, that little No, okay, let me go ahead and state that who was that? Suave? No, Tukay was lying. Y'all know how Tukay do. Tukay loves to lie on me. Talk about I was pregnant. No, baby, we are not with child. Hey, I love kids. Not saying I don't love kids, but no, 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 no. We are not with child. Hey, Magnus, our favorite pastor. How are you? How are you? Okay, of course said, heck yeah, all the time with my daughter. She's such a faker, such a faker. And so one day she actually is thinking I have to send her to school and feel bad. I know that's right. It's kind of like the boy that cried wolf, right? When the wolf actually shows up, no one believes him. So, but yeah, they only got a few more weeks of school. They can go to school and cough, cough, cough all over them kids. So, but anyway, let's get started, y'all. So today, as you guys can see from the thumbnail, we talk about the one and only Miss MJB. Yes, Miss Mary J. Blige. She is in the tabloids again, talking about, y'all already know, the crispy chicken, fresh lettuce. Y'all know the commercial. Y'all know the commercial. So Mary J. Blige recently opened up about feeling some type of way about the crispy chicken Burger King commercial. I think this Burger King commercial took place in like 2010, 2011. Don't quote me on the time, but I know when it came out, it was when she dropped that, that banger with Drake and the whole nine. So Miss Mary J recently opened up and said she still cannot laugh at the viral Burger King commercial that had the internet clowning her for years. And you guys remember and know exactly what commercial she's talking about. So let's take a look at this interview.
Where you can yet laugh about that Burger King commercial?
No.
No?
I'm not, because I would never laugh at that, because my true, honest to true fans did not think that shit was funny.
Yeah.
The whole way that shit went down was wrong. The whole way they shot it was wrong. It was set up to make exactly what happened in the press happen like that.
You really feel that way?
Yep. And so it's still not a laughing matter to me.
Yeah.
Because I was deeply, deeply affected. Now, I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'm like, no, it's not fucking funny. But laugh, you motherfuckers, if you want. Still, I don't care.
I hear that.
But the bottom line is, my fans were confused. The real, true fans, not the people that whatever.
Dip in and dip out.
Yes, but the people was like, what's going on? And I didn't really know what was going on.
Right.
But I had bad representation, bad management, bad everything, and everybody dropped the ball, and I'm holding everything.
Yeah.
That was a learning curve, but it's still not funny.
I'm glad that you're open to this, because I think that people think or have a feeling that because it has been some time, right? Because you see people like doing renditions of the song online. You see people now having in some ways having a totally different perspective on that, as it's just content, but that's your life.
that doesn't feel good still.
Wow.
But I learned from it though. It doesn't feel good because I was getting clobbered for no fucking reason. But it did show me something. 1 minute people are with you, and 1 minute they are not. It showed me just how fickle the game is, and it showed me exactly who my friends were.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of my so-called friends are not around anymore.
No way. Because of that?
I was like a disease to people.
So, I see a lot of people in the comments don't remember the commercial. I cannot play it on air because I definitely do not want to get the page hit with any type of disciplinary action. So I can't play it on air, but if you guys go to YouTube, I know it's all over the place. Welcome in, Sweet Jones 82. You think she's trying to blame the husband for this? I don't know. I definitely think it was a bad move. But with Mary coming out and now saying that moment was embarrassing and something she doesn't laugh about to this day, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of changes the whole conversation for people looking at it. Because like when we're online, it's easy for us to forget that the person that's going viral is a human being. You know, we're just kind of just clipping it up, we're laughing, we're reposting, we're turning it into a joke, and we forget like that's a person that's behind those memes, those clips, those laughs, those jokes. And that person has to, live with that forever. Because I tell people all the time, like, once you post something on the internet, it's forever. Like, I don't care how many people you pay to get it erased or whatnot. Like, it's on there forever. So just imagine, like, being a superstar of her caliber. And now this one awkward commercial has become the one thing that people brings up every time your name is mentioned or anytime they see you. Like, that has to really, really hurt, especially you being a public figure. And like I said, Mary J. Blige, just knowing her, knowing the history she has, her being in the game, like she's built her, career, I would think, on, total respect, total talent, legacy. And just to have to come this far and still say like a video or a commercial that she thought, was going to be something that was career boosting, is still like hurtful to this day. So I had to kind of take a step back and be like, damn, we be over here. I know I'll be over here, crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, everything. But I have to also remember, like, shoot, Mary, to me, I don't know. I love me a little Mary J. Blige. I went and saw her in concert last year, but I have to think like, damn, that lady has really been through a lot. And to just know like this little piece of a Burger King commercial has really just kind of, has stung her for years. So, my question to you guys is, because like I had to look at it differently. Like, do you think like sometimes the internet and people can go too far? Because some people are saying like, come on, it's a joke, just laugh it off, like ha ha ha. But others are saying like, nah, years of mockery of one moment can really like, affect somebody's mental health and somebody's stature for the rest of their life. And I have to kind of agree with that. Like mocking somebody or kind of like just joking with them, or every time you see them that's like the topic of discussion, like that can definitely change you. Because like we normalize embarrassing people for entertainment, especially when it comes to celebrities. And we, think like, hey, just because they have money and they have the fame and they have the fortune, like they don't feel pain, like they're not human, like they're superhumans. But overall, like you just saying like, hey, you're fat and you're ugly can hurt that person, for years and not even know it. So do you guys think like, hey, embarrassment is embarrassment regardless of where it comes from or who it's given to? And, like when you're a celebrity or you're like a public figure or someone of that sort, like when million people are in on the joke, like it hits different. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think like people are taking it too far and kind of should like die down? Because I don't know. Me personally, this new generation, like they be riding, they be dragging stuff out. Like, ain't no joking with this new generation. Like, they gonna drag it for filth, honey. So, like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think like embarrassment is embarrassment, or do you guys think like she's just kind of taking it too hard? Like, it should just be like a joke at this point. Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Okay. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in and joining us. Sweet Jones said she was thinking for the chicken. She got the clown she deserved. Okay. Corey said, I'm confused. I don't think the commercial is bad. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Corey said, I don't think the commercial is bad. You know, she's confused. I don't know, like the commercial's not bad, but it is a little like corny. So I think like everyone was kind of joking on it because it was a little corny, in my opinion. But I feel like she just kind of took her. So I can't think of what that song is. It's off that album. I can't think of what the song is that she kind of remixed with the crispy chicken. But I mean, the album was a banger, so I feel like it was promo for both things. Mary J got her promo for her album, and Burger King got their promo for their crispy chicken wrap. So I mean, I can see it both ways. Desi said, I just watched it. What's wrong with it? It's a song about a snack wrap. What did they want her to say? Right. Sweet Jones 82 said Mary's been embarrassing KC for years to get sympathy. It is what it is. Oh man, you feel like she's been embarrassing KC? I don't know. I feel like after she, talked about what happened in their relationship, she kind of just, went on about her business. But I don't know. Meg said, I just watched it. Wasn't supposed to be. What was supposed to be the punchline? I'm socially awkward, so I don't get it. Like I said, she had took her one of her songs from that album. I cannot think of the album or the song right now. Matter of fact, hold on, I can tell y'all. But like a lot of people were like, hey, like you're kind of dragging it. It's been years, like that still hurts you. But I mean, we can't, as humans, we can't tell people how to feel or what's not going to bother them. So, what album is that off of? I can tell y'all. I feel like, shoot, she got her coin. Like at this point, girl, just say F it and keep on moving. Oh, it's called Don't Mind by Mary J. So she basically remixed it for Burger King and talked about their new crispy chicken wrap that was dropping at the same time of her album. So at the time, she was getting promo for the album, and she also was getting promo. Burger King was getting promo off of her for the chicken wrap. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people sometimes, as celebrities, they kind of get like oh, you got money, brush it off type of deal, but we don't look at them as humans. So. No, facts. It was definitely 14 years ago. I think it came out in like 2010, 2011, 12 era, because I know that was like when she had dropped that album or whatnot. So yeah, it's again, the internet can sometimes drag things for long periods of time, and it's kind of like, okay, get over it. Next topic, like what are we talking about? So I don't know. Just me personally, I got my bag for it. I did it, and like she said, she learned a lesson not to go that way ever again. If you feel like you're uncomfortable or feel like it's gonna be an embarrassing move when it comes out, like just don't do it. That's how I feel. Like just don't do it. Keep your sanity, keep your money, keep your respect, and just keep it pushing. Des says she probably made more off that commercial than most making lives. Facts. That's the thing too, is like, girl, you got your bread for it. Like whatever they say, like people gonna say, even if you were doing something good, like people are gonna always have something to say. So it's just like you gotta. I mean, I feel like in that world, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta be able to be like, okay, whatever, because they're gonna have something to say regardless. So whatnot. So anyway, but speaking of fast food, guys, let's jump on over here to Jesus's Chicken, honey. Now y'all know Jesus Chicken comes a dime a dozen, and I am talking about the one and only Chick-fil-A, y'all. So a group of Chick-fil-A workers went viral after posting a TikTok dance while on the job. Now, they're saying they got fired because of this, but the internet is a little bit split. So let's watch the clip, guys.
Your mama gave you.
We just had a little fun.
Backfires.
We got fired.
Over
Hey,
10 million
Quita.
people talking about these 8 Chick-fil-A workers on social media.
I didn't think it was going go viral.
Fired after shaking their tig old biddies, recreating a TikTok trend.
It's like all hell breaks loose.
The Shade Room sitting some of them down. Why? They say they may have been targeted for going viral.
It was a TikTok sound, and it just sounded real good to me. It made me want to just go up and down.
Tuskegee University sophomore Landon Roll wasn't the only one. Whether they're big or itty bitty, people were having fun with this sound on TikTok, bouncing their chest up and down.
So I asked the whole crew if it was possible that we could make a little video real quick. It was nothing but 25 seconds, and we did that. We had fun, we had a blast, and we went right back to doing what we were supposed to do.
They were the closing shift at this on-campus Chick-fil-A inside of Tuskegee University in Alabama.
The next couple days, it went viral.
Big time. 8 million on TikTok alone.
It was crazy.
They then got a group message from a manager.
And he was basically like, you guys need to come see me Monday immediately. Do not clock in.
Takeria Clemens, who was not a Tuskegee student, was the shift supervisor at the time. She was also in the video, and she said she knew exactly what was about to happen.
Monday came. I turned in my keys, and they was like, so are you going to write a statement? And I was like, unless you want me to put NA on the paper, then it's really nothing to talk about. Like,
she believes it was university leadership who pulled the trigger, not Chick-fil-A's corporate offices or Sodexo, the food service company that employees say is licensed to operate the restaurant.
Content was our way of trying to branch out the store.
And worse, could this have been a vendetta against these employees because the post was getting too much attention and traction?
As a supervisor, do you feel like you've done something wrong? Or you said, again, this was all just for morale?
I'm going to take accountability. Like, on a business level, yes, I was wrong because at the end of the day, like, we were on the clock and everything. You know, that's just the accountability part of it.
While there is no employee handbook that has been shared publicly, Chick-fil-A has encouraged employees in the past not to film TikToks at work unless it's approved and refrain from behind-the-scenes content, as it can violate their internal policies.
We also at the Shade Room want to be clear, this particular restaurant.
Okay, y'all. So I'm seeing a lot of comments, and I'm with y'all because it's like, come on now, y'all at work. Y'all know y'all was supposed to be working and not sitting up there making TikToks, right? Like 106 in Park said, thank you for coming. He said, folks know they were supposed to be working and wrong for that shit. Exactly. So, like, come on now. Y'all know y'all was supposed to be working. But a lot of people have kind of been like speculating, like, hey, was this wrong or were they right? Because from the kids' point of view, they were just kind of making TikToks, trying to, show some morale, trying to, get the Tuskegee store for Chick-fil-A, on viral or whatnot, because that's the biggest thing for everyone is to go viral, that viral moment. But on the other hand, like, I think a lot of us in the comments and on the, on here are saying like, hey, y'all were at work. Y'all know what's professional, what's unprofessional. So, like I said, they knew they were supposed to be working, not making TikToks. And like, if you got customers waiting, you got, food you need to be dropping, food you need to be preparing and pushing up out the door, it looks unprofessional. Like, it's no sugarcoating this. It looks unprofessional. And like, if you're not doing your job, management is going to feel some type of way. Like, management is going to have something to say. Like, there's going to be some type of enforcement, right? But other people are also saying, like, hold on, are y'all really firing them for shaking their tittle bitties and firing them for dancing? Like, come on, they're kids, right? They're kids. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times the younger generation tries to kind of say like, hey, y'all hating, y'all just mad because y'all can't do this, y'all just, like, we're out here trying to, make something pop, something shake, something viral, and y'all just hating. But let's be real, like, a lot of times y'all do it at the wrong places at the wrong time. Like, y'all are sitting up here, it's food that need to be going out. Why are y'all sitting up here doing things like this on the job? And y'all want to get mad and say like, hey, y'all just have too much control over us at work. Like, we're still kids, we're still living, we're still young and vibrant. Like, we don't need all this. But I also feel like, no, even though y'all are kids, y'all taking on adult roles. during a kid age, so y'all should be abiding by the rules just like everyone else. Just because you're young and you're funny, you turn, don't give you no excuse to be unprofessional. Let's read some of these comments. Yeah, like Court said, they're dead wrong. Firing is extreme though. And I have to agree, right? Like maybe they could have gave them a little warning, or maybe they could have been like, hey, y'all need to take that post down. Let's try to, figure something else out. Like if y'all want to try to go viral or try to make a statement, let's go make a statement on campus or in the community of giving back or something like that. Like we don't have to be on in. And I think they went about it wrong. Like shaking their butts and shaking their titties. Like I think they kind of went about it all wrong. So Pizan said, making a good TikTok is okay, but shaking booties and titties is inappropriate. Facts. I do agree with you on that. Miss Rivera said, shaking your titties for Chick-fil-A, a religious organization, epic fail. Facts. And that's why I said, shaking it for Jesus chicken, y'all knew y'all was going to get some reprimands behind that. Like, ain't nobody finna sit up there and be like, oh, yeah, twerk your butt over my damn APs. Like, no. What are we doing? What are we doing? Miss Desiree said if the policy is not firm, then they knew better. Correct. Right. I agree with you. Some type of suspension, something. Because yeah, a lot of people are saying like maybe they went too far with the firing process. Maybe they could have got, a suspension, a couple of days, no pay, something, or just some type of other reprimands. Because my thing is this: once you put on that uniform of whatever company you're working, you are now a representation of them, especially when you're on that clock. So you have to also remember, like, you can't just be up here showing up, showing out, feeling like, I can do whatever because I work for y'all and I got a job. Like, no, you are now a representation of that corporation. You can't just be doing everything with them folks. Now, that's just like when people go off work, they get off work, they go to a gas station, they get to arguing or fighting with somebody. A lot of times those corporations see like, oh, you got a Walmart shirt on. Oh, you work for Target. Oh, you work for USPS. Oh yeah, we finna figure out what department you work for, who you work for, and we finna get you up out of here because that's not a representation of us. Especially Jesus chicken. Y'all can't be out here shaking them tit old bitties in the Chick-fil-A shirt. What's wrong with y'all? Quita said firing was too much, but they could have suspended them. Facts. I feel like the firing was to make a statement, but it's kind of like, come on now. If it was little Jimmy over here whose dad gives back and all this stuff, would y'all have fired him? Or is it because these were, Black students and Tuskegee students, y'all fired them? So, and I think a lot of the firing came from college leadership because the Chick-fil-A is actually on the college campus. It wasn't even the corporation of Chick-fil-A. It was actually from, the higher ups on the campus of Tuskegee University. So, I don't know. My thing is like, hey, I'm not risking nothing for my check, especially as a college student, because them refunds only come around so often. I am not risking anything for a check. Like, I need to make sure I can eat next week. You know what I'm saying? So, Max said firing was extreme. Leadership knows about grace and mercy, or at least they should. So, show forgiveness. Yes, much so. Right, Queen, and I was feeling good after that 12 piece chicken nugget. I know that's right. So y'all, like, I have to ask, like, are y'all risking that paycheck for that TikTok dance for that viral moment? Because again, you know how the internet goes. We go viral once, we get a little bread off of there, but a lot of the people that go viral, you never see them again. You never hear from them again. So it's kind of like, would you rather have that steady paycheck coming in, or you finna go dance for Jesus, dance for Wendy's, dance for McDonald's, just to go viral? Like, what would y'all be doing? Because I know it's a lot of us grown people up in here that's like, nah, we not doing that. We finna keep professionally at all times. Okay, Meg said, I'm personally not going to work to dance. Facts. Quita said, I'm not risking my money for nothing foolish. I know that's right. Hello. Come on. I know that's right. Yeah, I'm definitely not. If this is my livelihood and my money, I cannot. just cannot. I'm not risking my life to go shake my. That's what they got the clubs and the parties and stuff for. I shake my booty and my tail out there, not on my job, child. And for somebody to record it, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. Corey said, I know my dumb ass would have been right in that video at that age. Nah, for real. For real. Hey, Shay. Thank you for tuning in. Shay said, steady income for me. That one video has to retire me. Facts. And that's the thing I think a lot of kids or a lot of the younger generations don't understand. Like, yeah, you can have a viral moment, but once you have that one viral moment, like, what you doing after that? Because, like, I think they said they had like over 8 million views on the TikTok. Okay, well, what y'all doing after that? Because now you got all the moments. You gotta keep creating viral moments to keep that money flowing. So that's that part too, Quita. Some live for joining the trend. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know. Me personally, I ain't risking my check. I ain't risking my money. I ain't risking my bread. I'm finna keep it cute, keep it mute, and keep it pushing. So, but speaking of money, y'all, I came across this story. I don't know if y'all have been seeing it, but it's I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. It kind of gives me something out of a movie, something out of like, where is this happening in 2026? Oh, Lord, I said 2016, Jesus. Like, where is this happening? So, reports are saying 2 men got away after stealing $1.8 million from a bricks armor truck in Philadelphia. Now, first of all, how are we stealing money out of a bricks armor truck in 2026? Like, this definitely gives me like action movie, some type of something that we're gonna have some definite filmmakers make it. So let's take a look at the clip, y'all.
Is breaking this hour. A brazen robbery targeted an armored truck this morning in Philadelphia's Tukay neighborhood. Police say 2 armed suspects robbed that truck right here on the 7200 block of Torresdale Avenue. They escaped after taking a massive amount of cash from that truck. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson live for us at the scene with an update from police. Becca?
John, sources tell me it was $1.8 million stolen from that armored truck this morning. It all happened behind me. I'm told the truck was parked right behind me at the Torresdale bus loop. It was a Brinks armored truck. Police say around 9:43 is when 2 armed men approached that truck. Take a look from Chopper 6. You see the Brinks truck on the 7200 block of Torresdale Avenue. Witnesses say the truck had been on the block servicing a budget financial center. That's when police say 2 males with assault rifles approached the truck and, according to sources, again, robbed it of $1.8 million before speeding off. Here's some ground video. It shows the aftermath of this crazy and brazen robbery. You see police on the scene here. The FBI, I'm told, is handling the case. You see police and investigators talking to witnesses in the area. This is a very busy business district, and we spoke with several people who were either working or in these businesses when that robbery happened around 9:43 again this morning. And again, take a look at Chopper 6. Once again, the investigation brought police to Front and Fairmount Streets in Northern Liberties, where sources tell me that getaway vehicle was found. I'm told it's a blue electric vehicle. Witnesses say the whole ordeal was absolutely terrifying.
News at noon is breaking this hour.
So, yes, y'all. So, I think somebody in the comments asked where this happened. So, this happened in Philadelphia over the past week. And like my first question, I wanted to know, and I think everybody else's question is like, how the heck did they get away with this? Like, how did y'all get away with $1.8 million out of a bricks truck? Like, how? What happened? Like, this is a lot of money to rob somebody, especially in broad daylight, and walk away from. And I think police are still doing the investigation. They still haven't captured any suspects. But it's just like, how? How did y'all do this? Like, what is going on? So, a lot of people are really like side-eyeing this story and kind of call it a hoax, because a lot of people are like, how did this happen? How did this happen? And where do you even begin to like know like how to even go and rob a brick truck? So a lot of people are saying like, is this an inside job or is this like another distraction for like us, you know, common folk on something they really don't want us to be looking into? So it's kind of like, let's throw something out there and take their minds off of what's actually going on in the world. Because like people don't usually just know like how to go and rob a brick truck or know where, you know, the spots are or where the trucks are going to be at this time at that day, unless you're doing the intel and you're doing the following and you're doing all the tracking. A lot of people don't just have that information. Like that's like inside information. And you know, like the suspects in my opinion are super super bold because how you need this? I just want to know. And what y'all gonna do with all that money? Because y'all done got away with it now. What we doing with? So I don't know. My thing is like, was there people that helped them on the inside? And like now that they have $1.8 million, almost $2 million, like what are they doing? Because y'all have to think like this is not a small theft. Most of the times when it's small thefts, people are moving real sloppy. They, you know, they leave it evidence behind. Like they're not just like boom, boom, boom out and they're getting caught within the next day or so. Like these people are still on the run and they ran away with over $1.8 million. Like what is going on? So I don't know. Y'all tell me, like, if y'all were in this situation, y'all was able to, you know, hit a bricks truck and run off with the money. What are y'all doing? Like, are y'all keeping all this money for y'allself, or are y'all sharing the wealth amongst, you know, amongst the community? Like, what we doing? Where we going? Desi said, why do I low-key hope they don't get caught? No, facts, Desi. I really hope whoever has this money, like, they do right by it. They are able to, like, you know, live for a couple years and not know. Maybe just, you know, hey, spend the money and keep it hush. Max said nowadays people are super cautious for just walking to the bathroom. How was the driver aware of his surroundings? Fact. And I think the bricks drivers, they actually carry loaded weapons and stuff on them. So I'm kind of like, I feel like he was kind of in on it. Like, hey, they kind of hit him up and let him know, like, hey, this is what we planning on doing. You in or you out? Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Saucy said somebody is flipping. I didn't think it was possible to rob those trucks. Facts. Exactly. Magnetar said, I need a side job as a bricks driver. I check to see if I'll be followed constantly. No, for real. Because I really thought these trucks were secure, but they just proved mankind wrong. You could jump in these trucks and rob somebody. Okay, Cleta, leaving the country and starting up. No, for real. I don't know if y'all watched a lot of movies where like people that got away with the money. I'm definitely fleeing the country, changing my name. I'm going to spend that money, put that money somewhere. I might leave a little something for my mama and them and tell them like, hey, don't consistently just be, you know, spending this money. Like, break it up. You know, go in there, penny pinch if you need to every now and then, but don't just go and blow it because then you're going to, you know, bring it back on me. So, I don't know. I'm with you. I think I'm going to definitely go and flee the country. On the way, Shay said, agreed. Does seem like an inside job. Do they have guns? Yes. So the story did state that they were armed. And they basically robbed the bricks driver. But I've seen the bricks drivers, you know, in Walmarts or anything, you know, doing their cash drops, and they have weapons on them. And usually it's two of them together. From what I've seen, I don't know if that's all over, you know, the United States, but usually it's two people together so that somebody can watch them, you know, when the drops are being made. So I don't know. It just seemed a little fishy. It just seemed like some ain't right. Some is not right. I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, sugar now. Look at. Thank you, Tukay. Tukay said, I've seen you no longer talking like a bad bitch and you done found your groove. I'm proud of you, Carmelo. Thank you so much, Tukay. I appreciate that $20 super chat. Thank you. Y'all know Tukay had to pay me for my Plan B pill. That's what it was. I had cried about that pregnancy that he tried to lie to y'all about. Thank you, Tukay. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, how? Like, what kind of money? And just to think, like, as an average person, what are y'all doing with that $1.8 million? Like, that's a large sum amount of money. And I mean, shoot, people get a couple thousand in the bank and don't know how to like spend it. So like to have that much money, like what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Okay, I'm not even gonna mess your name up. You are something dude. I got you. He said good lick, but in this economy, it won't last forever between the three people. It's split between honestly. No facts. And I feel like with the driver, especially if it was an inside job, they're definitely gonna have to pay their dues to whoever was involved. So that 1.8 might turn into, a couple 100,000. Like it's definitely not gonna all be theirs. I definitely feel that they're gonna have to definitely split that with the crew. It's not all gonna be in their pockets. Oh, okay. So it's pronounced. Okay, let me say that again. You are fuckies. Okay, you know what? That Mississippi education, y'all. That Mississippi education, y'all. We not even gonna try. We not even gonna try because y'all ain't finna give me canceled out here. Y'all are not finna give me canceled. Fugazi. Okay, Fugazi. I got you. I got you. I got you. Fool like Kung Fu. I got you. Y'all not finna get me today. I got you. Well, welcome to the show, Fugazi. I am happy to have you here. Thank you for being here. You are Fugazi, dude. I got you. I got you. I got you. Y'all help a sister out because I sure be looking at these things like, huh? What's going on? I got y'all. I got y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all help me out. Y'all help me out. But again, like, I don't know. This money, I don't know. Right. Tukay done rubbed on me too much, huh, Meg? Oh my goodness. So, all right, y'all. So we're gonna get into our last segment of the day. I appreciate y'all coming over here and rocking with me tonight. So as y'all know, I do a little segment on the Don't Piss Me Off morning show where y'all can catch me as well as my other co-hosts Talks with Tukay and Black TV every Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. Central to 12 p.m. Eastern time. And like I tell y'all all the time, I don't know the other time zones. That's what Google is for. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Friday, y'all's Thursday. But y'all come check us out on the morning show. But I do like to do a little segment called the Confessions. And I kind of try to do a little segment over here as well. Some other stories that kind of come in and we don't get to talk about on the show. So this segment is called Pour Up and Speak Out. So we got a little story for you guys tonight, and here we go. Dear Kai, I need some advice because I love my man, but I'm trying to watch him carry grown folks on his back. My dude is always helping his sister who has 4 kids she barely takes care of. And when I say helping, I mean he does everything. Babysits, buys stuff, picks them up, drops them off, basically playing daddy while she's off doing whatever she wants. Then there's his brother, jealous as ever, always pocket watching, always hating, but still the first one begging when he needs something. Kai, my man has a big heart, but everyone around him takes advantage of it. And somehow we're the ones left behind and drained at the end of the month. I'm starting to feel like I'm dating a provider for everyone but himself. So, my question to you guys is, how do I tell my man he needs boundaries with his family without sounding selfish? And when does helping family turn into enabling them? Because I'm tired of dating Captain Save Everybody. Who? That, I don't know. I don't know, because from my perspective, like I'm very, very family oriented. And like I would give my family the shirt off my back. But it does come a time where you have to tell your family no, because they will constantly keep taking advantage of you, advantage of you, advantage of you, if you constantly keep saying yes, 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 and giving, giving, giving. So it comes a time where, like, hey, if this is starting to become, some type of interruption within the household, like, I feel like you could sit him down and just come to him like, hey, babe, like, I don't mind you helping your family, but now it's putting a strain on us. And not saying like, hey, you can't help every once in a while, but when people constantly have their hands out, like, we kind of got to draw back and say like, hey, we can't do it this month. So let's see what the comments are talking about. Max said, are they married or planning to get married? I think right now I don't have a lot of background from this story. This was written into me. So I think they are, I want to say boyfriend or girlfriend, but don't quote me on that. Now, if they were married, I don't know. Does it change the relationship? Because now that's his wife, other than it being his girlfriend. Like, I don't know. 106 in Parch said, if Shorty ain't in my ear saying, baby, it's time to make you a priority, I don't want it. No, facts. I feel like definitely be telling your man, like, hey, babe, you go to bat for everybody and you leave no room for yourself. Like, she definitely has to be his cheerleader. Eureka said, what's up with this surge of significant others wanting their person to cut off their families? You know what, Eureka? I don't think it's more so of like cutting off the family. I think it's more so of like not just being the sole person when you have a family of your own. I think it's more so of like, hey, like I can help you, but I can't pay my bills and pay yours too. So I think it's kind of just, throwing out a little bit of tough love. I don't think it's more so of we cutting them off. Y'all can't ask me for nothing else ever again. It's more so like, damn, every time you're in a bind, I'm helping you. Now you're putting me and my family in a bind. I can't keep doing that. So I don't think it's necessarily cutting them off. But I have been seeing a lot of that, like, hey, a lot of people just getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. 106 in Park said, I haven't noticed that trend, but that's hella interesting. Yeah. I don't know, a couple of times we've had a couple of people write in over the past couple of weeks of like they family members just been in the pockets. So I mean, if you have a family, you also have to understand, like, once you grow up and you go off and you make your own family, it's like, hey, I can only do so much. I got to take care of my responsibilities over here as well. So Eureka said they don't know how family has stepped up for him or her before they came to. No, facts. That's facts. But you know what, Eureka, I have to also ask this question too. How long do you have to feel obligated to help somebody? Like, how long are you going to allow them to constantly be like, well, you remember I did this for you? Or like, well, I didn't have it, but I gave you my last. Like, how many times are you going to quote unquote let them bully you into, helping them, or constantly keep like, well, when you was younger, I did this for you. Like, how many times can you use that against me to make me feel bad? 106 in Part said, but if it is a trend, I like to think it comes from a place of not allowing yourself to be used. Family be quick to do you dirty and expect you to get over it just because blood is thicker than water. No, facts. Eureka said, now if it's too much, that's a problem. Right. And I think that's what the person that wrote in is saying. Like, it's just become crazy. Especially, I think she said the brother is jealous of, her man has going on, but he's always got his hand out. He's always, talking bad. And then even like with his sister's kids, like he's, playing daddy for his sister's kids, when she's off doing her own thing and there's no telling where their actual daddy is, but he's got his own family over here with him and his girl. Like, sometimes we have to kind of just cut the cord. We can't always, be Captain Save-A-Ho. We have to kind of cut the cord when it comes to family. And, it sounds harsh, especially when it's our family, but sometimes we have to, it's a little tough love. Love be long time 17. Hi, good evening. Thank you for coming in. She said, think it'll show more what kind of man he is when those kids grow up and are grateful for his sacrifices for their lives. Hurt the partner, but it helps the kids have an actual father figure. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that because we don't know the circumstances of their father. We don't know, maybe he's deceased or maybe he's, locked up. We don't know the circumstances of his father. So I do agree with that of, him being a helper for his sisters and her kids. But again, if him and his girl got a family going on over there, we can only do so much. I don't think he should be the sole provider for his kids while his sister is out there having a ball. Like, I think, we help each other as we can and as needed, but you can't just solely provide on me when I have my own family that solely depends on me as well. Max said, I would be careful. This could go both ways. I saw a childhood friend of mine stay married for only 2 years because her family kept overstepping. No, facts. It does become a strain on the relationship, right? Like, it starts to take toll. Love Me Long Time said she has to either accept who he is or find a man with a different family dynamic. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. It's a little tough. Yurka said a parent shouldn't be included in that. As a parent, they can never repay us. However, the loyalty is due. It's not about finances. No, facts. I think, like, our parents, it's different, right? Like, our parents birthed us, our parents raised us, our parents did the ultimate sacrifice for us. So I don't think you could ever repay your parents. But when it comes to your siblings, your cousins, your uncles and aunties, like, come on, Uncle June, I can't keep buying you, paying for your car every month because you over there and then spent the rent money and your car money on a bottle. Like, I can't keep, because it also comes into play of, like, you're enabling them, right? You're enabling these bad habits. So it's like, oh, I can call on Kai every time I get in the bind because I know she gonna come through for me. And it's kind of like, okay, well, every time Kai comes through for you, Kai is kind of, limiting her things, limiting the things that she needs to do for her side of the family or for herself. So I think with the writing, like she was saying, like, I see my man constantly doing, but he's never doing for himself. I think she even X'd herself out of the equation. It was more so like he's constantly, doing for them, and he takes away doing anything from himself because he's trying to make everybody before him a priority. So Miss Rivera said, to me, this has less to do with family and more about how the spouse is not financially responsible. Family is not the reason to overextend yourself. Okay, I can see that. Spaces, we're talking about the story that I had a write-in on. If you watch it back, you can see we're talking about that. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard when it comes to family, right? Like Eureka was saying, like, your parents, you can never not give back to your parents. But like your siblings, sometimes you gotta cut them off. Them uncles, them aunties, them cousins. Because I think we all have somebody in our family we know right now. If they need a little $20 to Friday, they definitely calling you. Like, we know that one person. No, facts. It's definitely a touchy subject. And a lot of times we don't know what we will do unless we're in that situation or put in that position to do so. So, no, I definitely understand. Because, like I said, I'm very, very family oriented. Like, my mom, my sister, like, anything they need, like, I'm running and doing. Just like this morning, like I said to you guys, I had to rush my sister to the ER. Like, as soon as my eyes opened, I was up getting dressed, taking her to the doctor. So I'm definitely always there for family, and I'm always, going to be that person like they can lean on. But I've also had those times where I've had to be like, hey, I can't do it no more. Y'all is like, you start to feel like, hey, you're getting taken advantage of, even when, like, just say for instance, the story is flipped around and you're in their position and now you need somebody to lean on. Not saying, it should be a tit for tat thing, but are you able to go to that person that once leaned on you and lean on them? So I don't know. Family is definitely different, definitely touchy. Look at you. I did. Y'all see these pearly whites? I brush my teeth every morning, every night. Don't play with me. I have great dental hygiene. Thank you, Mr. Spaces. But yeah, no. I get it. So, but yeah, guys, that was all I had for y'all. If y'all got something else to talk to me, I don't know if I can. I don't know. We can kind of fool around for another 5 minutes. This is probably the first hour show I have done. So salutes to me. But I know Tukay. I think Tukay said he was gonna be on Anton's show tonight, so y'all make sure y'all go over there and check him out. I think he's also gonna be trying to go live over there. I'm gonna definitely try to catch that one because he be in the messy streets, y'all. He be in the messy streets. Okay, Quita said, I'm just going to mind my business because some men go in to help regardless of how the spouse. No, facts. And I think that's on the woman's side too, Quita. I don't think it's just, like women or men. I think it just really depends on the person, right? Like, regardless, like, I'm going to tell you right now, my spouse cannot tell me I can't help my mama or my sister or my brother or my twin. Like, y'all can't tell me that. Like, if Mama Deuce need it, I got her, and vice versa. Like I can't tell him not to go and do for his. So, I definitely think hey, it is what it is because we gonna do it regardless. So, thank you guys. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and being here with me. But again, that's a wrap on another episode of Night Capping with Kai. And if you got something to say, don't be shy. Drop it in the comments or send it in so we can talk about it on the next show. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. You guys are following. And make sure y'all tap in on next Wednesday as well. And make sure you guys tap in tomorrow on the DPMO Morning Show here on the DPMO Morning Show page at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I always say, I don't know what them other time zones are. That's what Google is for. And remember, if it happened, we are capping on it. So I will catch you guys next time. You guys have a great night and be safe.